Living in the Private University, Episode 1, The Beginning, Why I Chose This Path. Chapter 7, Lessons I've Learned Along the Way. When I first began this journey, I thought the most valuable thing I would gain was information. But after more than 8 years, I've realized that information is only one small part of the equation. The greatest lessons I've learned have come from people, from listening to their stories, from reading their documents, from seeing their struggles, from celebrating their victories, and from watching ordinary people discover that they were capable of learning far more than they ever imagined. That has been one of the greatest blessings of this journey. Every person has a story. One thing I've learned is that no two situations are exactly alike. Every family has a different story. Every case has different facts. Every document tells a different story. Every person comes with different experiences. That's why I've never believed in one-size-fits-all thinking. Education should help us ask better questions, not make assumptions. One of the first things I encourage people to do is slow down, read, organize, understand the facts, then make informed decisions. I've seen how powerful that simple approach can be. Organization changes everything. If there is one habit I wish every person would develop, it's organization. Keep copies of your records, create folders, maintain timelines, save correspondence, document important events, keep receipts, keep notices, keep letters. When you become organized, you begin to see your own situation more clearly. Organization doesn't solve every problem, but it gives you clarity, and clarity helps you make better decisions. Preparation is better than panic. Many people don't begin learning until something unexpected happens. A lawsuit, a foreclosure notice, a tax letter, a consumer dispute, a family matter, a government notice. Suddenly, they're searching for answers. I understand that. Life happens. But one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that preparation is almost always better than reaction. The more prepared you are, the calmer you become. Preparation creates confidence. Confidence allows you to think clearly, and clear thinking leads to better decisions. I've watched people grow. Over the years, one of the most rewarding parts of this journey has been watching people grow. I've watched people who were once intimidated by paperwork become comfortable reading documents. I've watched people who were afraid of court procedures begin understanding how those processes work. I've watched individuals become more organized than they ever thought possible. I've watched families begin planning instead of reacting. I've watched students become teachers themselves. To me, that's success. Not because someone memorized information, but because they became lifelong learners. The importance of integrity. Another lesson I've learned is that integrity matters. Always, whether you're writing a letter, preparing an affidavit, organizing a trust, or simply communicating with another person. Integrity matters. Be honest. Be respectful. Be accurate. Be patient. I found that those qualities serve people well, regardless of the process they're navigating. Education is an investment. Sometimes people ask me, is it really worth taking the time to learn all of this? My answer is always the same. Education is one of the few investments that continues paying dividends for the rest of your life. The knowledge you gain today may help you years from now. The organizational habits you develop today may benefit your family tomorrow. The time you spend learning is never wasted. My greatest reward. People often assume my greatest reward is seeing a matter come to a successful conclusion. And while it's certainly encouraging to see positive outcomes, that's not what brings me the greatest joy. My greatest reward is seeing someone become confident. Watching them realize, I understand this now. I know where to begin. I'm no longer overwhelmed. Those moments remind me why I continue teaching. Because education changes people from the inside out. Success means different things. One thing I want everyone watching to understand is that success isn't always measured the same way. Sometimes success means becoming better organized, Sometimes it means understanding a process you once found confusing. Sometimes it means asking better questions. Sometimes it means finding peace because you've taken the time to prepare. Those are victories too. And often, those victories lead to much bigger ones. As this community continued to grow, I realized something. People didn't just want occasional videos. They wanted a place to continue learning, a place to ask questions, a place to study alongside others. That's what led me to build an entire educational community beyond YouTube. And I'd like to share that with you next. I'll see you in episode 8. Until next time, stay prepared, stay organized, keep learning, and continue living in the private. Shalom.